Okay. Morning, everybody. All right, today is glutes. Oop, hang on, glute and hips. Hey Siri, turn on do not disturb.
Okay, do not disturb is now on.
Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, I should start. Good morning, all over. All right, so today is going to be kind of hips, glutes. Um, I took a exercise class yesterday. Joined a gym after almost 6 years of not being in one. Took an exercise class. She said there's going to be a lot of squats, and I'm like, I could do squats all day long. I woke up, my butt was sore. So, so which told me that we need to work on glutes. So that's what we're doing today, everybody. All right. So we're going to start laying down. Feel free to have a strap near you. Please do what you can. Don't overdo anything. Um, you are here to explore and and just feel whatever your body is doing. So if shavasana is your goal today, take lots of time to chill in between. All right. Otherwise, come on down to your backs. Have your feet on the floor. Have your knees bent, please. And if it is comfortable, take your feet wide and draw the knees toward each other, just so the knees and the legs can relax a little bit. And we get a sense of where the pelvis is as we're laying down, right? So where are you laying on your sacrum, right? The sacrum is that hard, bony triangle at your back, below the lower back. Um, when you hear S1, S2 vertebra, they're talking about the sacral vertebra, right? There's 5 of them. And when we're laying on the floor, we just want to get a sense of where that is and where we rest on that. Try to find a nice neutral spine. Maybe one hand goes to the low belly, one hand goes to the upper belly or the chest. The shoulders relax, and we just start to focus on our breath. Just taking in a nice inhale and exhale. Breathing in and letting go. The back of the neck is nice and long, or we have a little low something under the head, just to keep our spine in a neutral position. The shoulders are dropping down toward the floor. We feel our feet, we feel the sacrum. Taking a nice deep breath in and letting it go. And we just feel ourselves starting to settle onto our mats, letting go of our morning, being here in the present moment. And then release the arms to cactus if that feels okay. And if it doesn't, just let the arms come down along your sides. So a very passive stretch of the upper body, the chest. The head again is neutral. And then keep the feet wider on the mat, separate the knees, and let both knees drop to the right. And just hold here, right? Just notice if it hurts, particularly if you feel a little tweakiness in the SI joint, the sacroiliac joint, I want you to bring the feet closer if it just feels a little tweaky, especially in your lower back. And then while you're holding here, while the knees are to the right, I want you to draw the low belly in, not a whole lot, and just the ever so slight tuck of the pelvis so that the left glute, the left side glute, tucks in and engages a little bit, just a little. And then release the glute engagement, release the tuck. Take your knees to center and allow them to lower down to the left. Pause it first, just feel it, just notice, right? Usually one side for me is a little tweaky in the SI joint, so I have to adjust my feet. So again, just notice arms are at cactus, the chest is lifted. This is a very almost passive twist, so we do want to be mindful of that. And then start to feel the right glute tuck under a little bit and engage a little bit. And you'll notice, right, that right side pelvis actually will kind of press forward a little bit. And just hold here. And it really is a soft engagement. Don't overdo this one. And hold here, take a deep breath. And release that engagement. Take both knees back to center. Bring the feet together, take the knees out to the side. So Baddha Konasana. If you notice the lower back is overly arching, just lift the hips and lengthen that sacrum, lengthen the lower back. Pause here, letting gravity open up the inner thighs, the inner groin. And then just press the feet together. You're gonna feel the glute muscles. There are three main gluteal muscles. There are a lot more than that, but you're gonna feel that gluteus maximus engage, probably some more things happening. Pressing into your feet. Try not to curl your toes, just press into your feet and let go and relax the knees. Maybe you notice the knees came down just a hair. Good. One more time. Just press the feet together. Find your breath. Pressing into the feet. Try not to curl your toes. Working with our glute muscles, the gluteal muscles today. And release. Just let the legs relax and then engage the lower belly. Take the feet or the knees back to center. Draw your knees to your chest. So the early part of class is going to be quite slow. So hang in there with me. Release that. Your feet come to the floor. Start by just doing a couple of pelvic tilts and tucks. So just there, just to get again a sense of the sacrum. If you were to put your hands on your hips, on what we would consider the hips, below those hips and to the back is where the sacrum starts. So you have your lumbar spine and then the sacral spine, right? And then down to the coccyx, the lower part of our spinal column. And find neutral on your sacrum. So as if you could draw a piece of tape across the middle of the sacrum, and that's where you're laying. The hands come down to your sides, the palms are face down. Engage the lower belly, and then without moving your lower back, I want you to lift your right foot just an inch or two. You can place your hands on the low belly, transverse abdominis, and feel the engagement, and then lower that foot. Good. Same thing. I want you to engage the low belly, lift just the left foot a couple of inches. You're going to feel some belly engagement. And I just want you to notice, do you have to round the spine in order to do that. Can you control the core muscle here and lower down? Good. Go back to the right. I really want you to focus here. Lift the right foot without shifting the pelvis. Bring that knee to 90 degrees. Hold. Push into your left foot, but don't lift. Now you're going to feel the glute on the left side, the engagement of low belly happening here. Breathe. Now, if you can, you're going to keep the pelvis where it is. Lift the left knee so it's level with the right. That's harder to do than it sounds to keep everything neutral. Good. Slowly lower the right foot. Lower the left foot. You're back to neutral. Same thing, other side. First, engage low belly. Lift the left foot just a couple of inches. And sometimes you can get really good feedback by keeping those hands on the low belly. Bring the knee to 90 degrees. Okay, so core is working. Hold, start to think about it. Lift the right leg without rolling your pelvis or your lower back. Hold here. You've got a nice 90-degree going. The low belly's working. Even mid belly is working pretty good. And then slowly lower the left leg. Don't let anything else shift. Lower the right leg. Whew, and relax, bring your knees to your chest. So subtle sometimes, some of this. I just love it. All right. So you're back to a regular pose. Bring the left knee to your chest. Take that leg straight up to the ceiling. You can use your hands here unless you really need to use your strap. Take the hands right behind your thigh and bend and straighten the left leg. Just bend and straighten. And if you can, fully straighten the knee and then bend it. So sometimes either we're going too quickly or we start to lose some of the elasticity in the ligaments and tendons, and we don't straighten the joints all the way. So straighten and bend one more time. Straighten and bend, and then take that leg up, turn it out to the side, so external rotation, and take your left ankle above your right knee if you can. So we're in a figure four, nice and easy. The pelvis is neutral. Press into your right foot as if you were going to lift your hips. Don't lift, but just press and feel that. Feel what's happening in that whole right glute area. Good. Breathe. Release that press. Engage the low belly. Lift the right foot so that the right leg is 90 degrees. Flex your right foot. So now we're in a figure four. You can use your hands to hold on to the right thigh if you want, but you don't need them. Straighten the right leg and bend it. Good. So straighten and bend. There's a little bit of a push of the left ankle against the right thigh. So you've got some resistance there. Good. Last one, straightening the right leg and then bending it. And then listen up. I want you to do a hip circle here in this pose, or knee circle, maybe makes more sense. So you're just doing a nice big circle around the sacrum, right? Getting into the inner line of the glute muscles, circle the other way. You're also moving through a range of motion in the lower back, right? As it arches and flexes. Good. Come back to the middle. Hold here. If you can, no hands. If I can remember all this on the other side, we'll be doing great. No hands if you can. Keep the left leg where it is, straighten the right leg so that it's hovering off the floor. Hold right here, everybody. Ooh, external rotation, working with the hip. Bring the right knee back in. Lower that right foot, release the left leg, and straighten both legs down to the floor. Both legs are straight, their hips width apart, your toes are pointing up to the ceiling, Give both glutes a nice squeeze, both sides a good squeeze. And release. Bend both knees. Take the right knee to your chest, take it up to the ceiling. Your hands go behind the right thigh, and then bend and straighten. Just warming up the hamstrings, warming up the hips, the thighs. And remember again, if you can, the right knee straightens fully, not hyperextending, but fully as we warm up this leg. Good. Last one of a straight and a bend, and then straighten the leg externally, rotate it. Bring the ankle above your knee and hold here for a moment. Push into your left foot as if you could lift those hips off the floor. And notice what has to work, right? So the glutes, hips do so much for us. Almost every movement that we do during the day is related to the hips and the legs. Breathe. And then release that, engage the lower belly, draw the knee up, left knee up. You're in figure four. Don't overdo it here. Just notice. You can hang on to that thigh or not. Totally up to you. You can straighten the left leg up to the ceiling. See how that feels. And breathe. Bend that knee. Give me little circles. So when we're circling here, right, we're not just circling around the sacrum, we're also circling, switch directions, around the attachments of the glute muscles to the sacrum, right? As all of those muscles attach. Good. Come on back to center, hold. When you're ready, I want you to keep your right leg where it is. See if you can straighten the left leg. So staying with that external rotation, the left leg hovering in space. Draw the belly in. You can feel it working, right? No kidding. And then draw the left knee back in. Whew. And release both legs, straighten both legs. Is it warm in here, Lynn? Okay. And straighten the arms overhead. Just stretch it all out. Give those glutes a good squeeze. And release, bend those knees. Your feet are hips width apart. I want you to lengthen through the sacrum, lift the hips. Bridge pose, everybody. You do not have to lift high. The hands press down into the floor, ideally. The glutes reach into the hamstrings, and then isometrically pull the heels back. Bridge pose. All right, you're gonna have a lot of fun doing some variations of bridge pose. Here we go. First one here, we're gonna tap just the hips or the glutes and then lift right back up. So tap down, lift up. Any back pain here, don't lift so high. Good, breathe. This is 4 and 5. We got 5 more. 5, 4, you got it. 3, whoo, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the floor. If you can resist, don't bring your knees to your chest. We'll do that when we're all done. If you need to have that little bit of release, go ahead and do that. All right, you're going to take the feet slightly wider, turn the toes out. Again, if this hurts, knees or hips, you're going to come back to neutral. The hands are down at your sides. Ideally, shoulders are down. Press into your feet, lift your hips. So it's going to work more in the outer area of those glutes and hips. All right, here we go. You're going to drop and lift. Keep the knees wide. 2, 3, and 4. Hang in there. 5, 6. Press into your feet. 7, 8, 9. Hold 10, hold it up, press into your feet, slowly lower down for 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. The feet come back to neutral. Bring both feet together, bring both knees together. Lengthen your tailbone, lift your hips. They're not going to go so high. Good. Right here, pulse for 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. We're almost done. Hang in there, and then we'll give that low back a little bit of a break. Keep the feet together. Turn the knees out to the sides. Breathe. 1, you're here. You're perfectly fine here. Just give the glutes a squeeze. Otherwise, you're not really, are you really? Yeah, I guess you could be fully in Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. So 1, you're just going to stay down and squeeze. 2, you're going to lift the hips. Yep. And breathe. We're going to tap for 10, 10, 9. You're not going far. It's a small move. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to hold here if you can. There should be no pain in your feet, your ankles, but squeeze and lengthen the tailbone. Lengthen the glute muscles toward the hamstrings. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly, slowly, slowly lower all the way. Bring those knees together and now take them to your chest. And just stretch it out. Just stretch. You got it. Good. Roll over to one side, everybody. Cushion your head. Once either your arm, your blanket, whatever you need to keep your spine neutral. Bend the knees. They're at 90 degrees, but they're at a diagonal down from the hips. So they're not straight out, they're at a diagonal. Flex your feet and just lift the top leg, right? So this is clamshells. We've done these before, but I want you to pause here. Make sure the top hip doesn't either dip forward or roll back. And lift the knee until you feel the glute engage in the back. And just hold, isometric hold here. Breathe. Good. Keep the knee where it is. Lift the foot so that the leg is as if it were laying on a table from the knee to the ankle. Yep. And breathe. And then from here, pulse up a little higher. Pulse, breathe. Keep everything level. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen up. Bring it back down some. You're still hovering. Take the leg back behind you until you feel the glute engage again. Try not to overly roll the hips one way or the other. Stay out of the lower back. And then, like we did on the floor, I want you to slightly tuck the pelvis forward, that top hip forward, as if somebody were just pushing at the back of your hip, trying to bring it forward, but you're resisting. Woo, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Woo. Good. Same thing, other side. I think my sissy's going to Shavasana it today. She's like, I don't know about this today. All right, so you're laying on the other side. Your knees are stacked roughly, not exactly. They're diagonally down from the hips some. First, lift the knee and find that. So sometimes we can stay right here. I love isometric work. It's as if you're trying to lift the knee more, but it won't go unless you shift the hips, and you don't want to shift the hips. So you're really engaging those very specific muscles. Hold here and breathe. And then just lift the bottom part of that leg so that the whole leg is hovering as if that knee to ankle were resting on a table. Lift it a little higher and pulse. Breathe. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it about halfway. Keep the knee bent, hitting the wall, and bring it back behind you, but not too far. Keep the low back out of the equation. You're just going to take it back until you feel the glute engage, and then do that little tuck of the pelvis as if someone were trying to press your hip forward, but you're not going to let them. Good. Breathe. And lower. Almost done. Straighten both legs. Lift both legs. Flex your feet. Legs are straight. Yep. Find your pose. And lower. Come onto your belly. Lift both legs. Keep the upper body down, or just lift the head because you need to breathe. Whatever we're, or talk. Just hold. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And lower. Roll to your other side. Stack the legs and lift them. You got it. We're almost done here. Breathe. Roll back onto your bellies. Take the legs wider and lift. And lower. Bring the legs back to neutral. Press into your hands. Press up, and if your knees allow, child's pose or hero pose, wide leg or narrow. Stretch that out. So we're stretching the glutes, we're stretching the lower back. Find your breath. Good. And release, everybody. Oh, see, that wasn't so bad. All right. Maybe grab your blanket. We're coming to hands and knees. For anyone who would rather do this on elbows, I think it will work, or at least most of it will work on elbows. You know who you are. And just have your blocks toward the front of your mat because we'll get to them for sure. So you're on your hands and knees, your blanket's cushioning your knees so that it doesn't hurt. Make sure your form is good, everybody. The arms are engaged, the fingers are spread out. We are moving the weight into the center line of those hands and the index knuckle so that we're not stressing out the wrists or the pinkies. Good. And then a nice tone to the belly here. Find your breath. Press the body away with your arms. Press the right leg back and lift the leg. So what are we doing, right? We're engaging that glute. And because mine are a little tender from the class yesterday, I can feel it pretty quickly. It's really something to me. Point your toes. Good. And Sissy, just watch your knee rolling into the middle a little there, just if you can. Make sure it feels okay. And then tap your toe and lift, but don't overlift. I want that low back out of the picture. You're toning that belly. You're just lowering and lifting. One more. Lower, lift, hold, bend the knee, and turn the knee out to the side. Flex your foot. Yep. What do you feel, everybody? Woo-hoo! Isometric work. Imagine pressing that leg into a wall right above that knee. Hold here. And then give me big knee circles. Big knee circles. One more. And lower down. Good. If you need a break off the wrist, take a moment. Otherwise, we're pressing the left leg back, bringing that belly in. Lift the leg, point the toes. And tap down and back up for about 5. That's it. 3, 4, 5, and then lift and hold, bend the knee. Turn the knee out to the side, squeeze, right? So if my left knee is lifted, my right hip is pulling into the center. And then I'm going to imagine pressing that into a wall just above the knee. So isometric work here. Find your breath, level out the weight in the hands, and give me a big circle, maybe about 5 of those. That's it. And release. And child's pose or hero pose. Roll those shoulders back, soften, shake out the wrists. Find your breath. All right, come on up, everybody. Again, hands or wrists will, or hands or forearms will work here. Let's do left side first. You're going to tone that belly in, take the leg out to the side. Breathe, and same thing, isometric work. So press that hip up, but don't skew the hips too much. Woo! Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Slow, 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 slow. Don't let the knee touch. And lift up. Slowly lower as if you're squeezing a ball between those knees. Up. Slowly lower. And up. Good. And up. Last one. Lift up and lower. Shake out the wrist. You know, and then you go, wait, this doesn't seem like yoga to me. Right? But it is, because all of our standing poses, I mean, I could just, so many poses, side plank, all kinds of things, require that our core and our glutes and our hips are strong. Not to mention that this area of the body not only supports the whole torso, but gets us through the world. So, super important. All right, let's do the other side. I'm going to find all kinds of justifications for this work. All right, so here we are. Belly is toned in. Don't let the low back drop. Take the right knee out. Flex the foot. Hold. See if you can press that knee up into that imaginary wall. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I know, I feel it too. Trust me. Good. And then super slow down, super slow. As if you're going to squeeze those thighs together and lift up. We're doing 4 more just like that. Super slow and lift. Super slow. Lift. Last one. And lift. And then lower that knee down. Step forward with your right leg. Grab your blocks. Lengthen the back knee back. And hold a really nice, easy lunge here. Shake out the wrists. Good. And then flip your toes under and lift that knee off the floor. When you lift that knee off the floor, stay low, squeeze the glute. You know, right, what we're doing. I want you to take your right hand to the outside of your right knee and push the knee into the hand, but resist. So you're pushing that knee out. Your hand is resisting. Again, isometric work here in a lunge. Feel that outside your hip. And release the hand back to your block. Lower that knee. Release your toes. Fall. And switch sides. Left foot forward. You can take those blocks up higher, by the way, if that makes sense for you. So first we're in a lunge. First we're squeezing that back glute. Hands are not super heavy here. Flip your toes under, lift the knee. Squeeze that leg, that long leg. And breathe. Take the left hand outside the left knee. Push your knee into that hand and resist. Breathe, 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 breathe. Ooh, yeah. And release. Hand down, knee back. And take a moment. Deep breath in, deep breath out. I know, shake it out. Sorry, Adriana, a lot of stuff on the hands, I know. All right, so what do we do with this information, right? What do we do? How do we find those little baby nuggets in the yoga poses that bring all this together? So come on back, bring the right foot forward. You're back in a lunge. Front knee, front ankle, back glute is active. Flip your toes under, lift the knee, fire up that whole back leg. In fact, look at your foot, and you shouldn't really see your heel, right? Your foot shouldn't be out or in. Heel should be right behind that foot. Take your left or your right hand to the outside knee and push into that knee. And then start to turn the whole torso in that direction. So we're moving into a lunge twist. And then take the right arm up, but feel the right glute still working here, even as the left leg is working. Breathe. Take the right hand back to the outside of the right knee. Hold. Feel what's happening in the outer right hip. Lower the right hand, turn the back foot to the side position. Take the right hand to the outside of the right knee. Hold. Warrior two. Woo! Take your right hand to the top of your right knee. Come on up and breathe. So, warrior two, right? Imagine that this right knee is pressing up against the wall. Breathe, but the foot is steady, right? You're not lifting off the inner line of the foot, but you're activating that outward hip. Big deep breath. Tone the belly in. Press through the arms. Imagine you're pushing your arms down at a table. Woo! And release. Come on back. Hands to your block. Turn your back foot. Release and bring the right knee back. Maybe take a moment here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. See, I turned the air conditioner off because my sissy gets cold. And I'm like, damn, it's warm in here. The remote's over there. It's too hot. Good, breathe, everybody. All right. So there should just be an on button that you point up to. There you go. Thank you. Left foot forward, everybody. Oh, good. So first, you're going to find your lunge. Flip your toes under and lift your knee. And breathe. Your left hand goes outside your left knee and you feel the push, right? It's like, oh yeah. So not only is my back leg working, back glute is working, but as I isometrically push, the outer right or left hip is also working. So keep that, turn the chest to that direction, and then reach the arm up. Lunge twist. Toes are spread out. Find your breath. Keep that knee isometrically pressing out. Release. Take that hand to your knee. Turn your foot to the side position. Press the knee out, everybody, and feel that. So you're in warrior two legs, but you are aligning the front knee to that center line of the front foot. Take your hand to the top of the knee. Push all the way up. Come into warrior. Press the knee out to the wall. And breathe. Yep. Feel the work. No kidding. Right? If I let this collapse in, this all goes away. If I press that knee out isometrically, all this gets active. Breathe. All right, release. Cartwheel over. Hands to your blocks. Listen up. Push off and step forward. Woo, shake that out. Walk your blocks forward. Come into a forward fold. Big deep breath. Bend the knees, everybody. Take your hands to your knees and come on up. Oh, good. Maybe move your blanket out of the way for now. You shouldn't need it. Ooh, good. Just shake that out. So, I mean, you all know you've been with me long enough, most of you. I find this portion of the body, core, hips, glutes, thighs, hamstrings, just critical for our long-term health and mobility. So I do work on them a bit or work with them a bit. So I want you to stand up nice and tall. Maybe your hands are to your hips, or maybe you're just near a wall, just a little bit of balance work to start. And then we're going to come back into the hips and legs. So standing up really tall, low belly is pressed in. I want you to just take one toe out to the side. And then the standing leg, squeeze it in and breathe. So the standing leg, that glute's already working, right? We've got it all lined up. Just flex your foot. Keep the toes pointing forward and feel the hip work. It's okay to lean a little bit as long as you're not over leaning. Breathe. And then the same leg that you have lifted, I want you to lift that arm. So a little different than normal. We usually do opposites. And lower. Ooh. Come back to mountain pose. Same leg. Step it back at a diagonal. And breathe. Hips level back out. Chest stays tall. You don't even have to lift the leg to engage the glute. If you want, lift the leg. Hold. Keep the chest tall. Arms can go out, by the way. They can do whatever you need them to do to balance. Don't go into the lower back. Squeeze. Think about pressing that heel into the wall behind you. And lower. Whoo. Shake it out. Last side, last one, same side. You're going to lift the knee forward. Turn it out to the side and then reach it with a bent knee behind you. Think of a really weird figure four. Yep. Breathe. Squeezing the glute behind you. And release. Shake that out. And then just a couple circles. All right. Same thing, other side. I always tend to pick right leg standing first. That's my stronger leg. So again, near a wall is a perfectly beautiful thing. So we start in mountain, right? Solid pose, low belly is toned in, low back is nice and neutral. Step the toe out to the side. Even if you stay here, or even if you lift and lower, you're doing the work. Remember the standing hip squeezes in, flex the foot, and hold. Try to stay as much on the standing foot as you can. Same side arm reaches up. Think of squeezing the glute on the leg that's lifted. Woo. Breathe. and lower. Oh. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Step the leg back at a diagonal. So it's not straight back, if that makes sense to you. It's just slightly angled out. The hips level out again, the lower belly engages, and we press back. Hold. So what's happening? Both are working, right? My standing leg's getting a little on the tired side. Breathe. Hold. Think of the glute and lower. How could you not think of the glute, right? Good. Shake it all out. We're almost done with this little series. Stand tall. So the whole class, I've been thinking about this idea of the figure four arrangement, whether it's back here or here, it's this external hip, but then adding the isometric contraction to the work. All right, here we are. Last one. You're going to bring the knee up toward the chest, just circle it back. See if you can keep the knee bent, the foot flexed, and you're just trying to press that leg back behind you. It's not a high lift of the knee. You're not taking the torso forward. Find your still spot. Breathe, balance work. And release and shake that out. I know, everybody. All right, so blocks or no blocks, a nice bent knee, and come into a forward fold with your knees bent. That's going to keep the low back from overarching or over rounding, hopefully. Deep breath. Let it go. Deep breath. And let it go. Take your hands to your knee. Come on. Roll the shoulders back. So you're in mountain pose. Shoulders are back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Yep, chair pose. Breathe, sit back. Press both feet out away from each other. Again, feel the glutes. Breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair. Press the feet away. One more. Exhale. Roll the shoulders. Tone in through the lower belly. Pull the heels away from each other. And come on up. Stand tall. Exhale, heart. And let go. Who needs to go to the gym, right? All right, we're going to do two more things here, and then we're going to call it pretty well done. So keep your left foot forward and step back just a little bit with your right foot. If I had to guess, I would say I'm maybe just a little further back than my foot's length. And just make sure you're wide enough. So since I go a little wider, yep, so you're comfortable. Inhale, reach up. Hands to heart, bend both knees, lift your back heel, right? So we're coming into a squat. Watch the knees. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, up. Exhale, squat. Inhale up. Keep the legs and hold. Either you're going to do three more just like that. These are variations of single leg squats or just, I forget what they're called actually, but variations. One, you're here, that's plenty, especially for the knees. Or two, you're going to step back into a lunge. You're going to bend both knees. Okay, this is harder to say the least. Inhale, the legs straighten. Whoops, wall. Exhale, bend both. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, bend both. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, bend both. Inhale up. and step forward, whichever one you just chose. Same thing other side. Woo. Short step back. This one is just tends to be easier both strength wise and knee wise and ball mound wise, right? So my friend there that's got issues with the big toe or bunions or surgery, anything like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend both. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. When you inhale, you're either going to do 3 more or you're going to step back to not a super long lunge. Exhale, bend both. Inhale, straighten, bend, straighten, and bend. Whoo, straighten and step forward. Good. Just walk it out. Walk it out. Whoo. Shake it out. Breathe it out. I did warn you at the beginning. Just saying. All right. Last one here. Grab both your blocks, take them up nice and high. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Walk the feet back so you're roughly L position. Take the left leg, reach it back. 1, you're here. 2, you're going to bend the knee and turn that knee out, heel in. Position we've been doing a whole bunch. Squeeze the glute. Optional, you're going to release the right hand to the right hip. So just your left hand and right foot are on surfaces. Squeeze that leg against the imaginary wall. Take the hand back to your block. Release the leg. Promise, last one. I promise. Right leg lifts. You can hang right here. This in and of itself is a great exercise for everything. Bend the knee, kick that knee out to the side if you would like. Try to keep the weight level at the shoulders. Press the knee up. Optional, let the left hand go to your hip. Breathe. Hand down, leg down. Walk the blocks out of the way, step back, downward facing dog. While we find your breath, shake out the head, keep the arms nice and strong. Find your breath. Lower your knees to the floor. Child's pose, hero pose, anything that makes sense for you. Excuse me. Good. Release that. Come to table. From table to down dog. Make sure the upper body is super strong. 1, you are here. Happy to be here, no problem. Or keep the back of the knee soft, lift the left leg. You're here, or the knee bends and you kick that knee up toward the ceiling. The heel is reaching for that right side sit bone. Breathe. Release. Right leg lifts. You're here or not. The leg does not have to go up. Make sure that upper body is staying strong. Or you can bend the knee, lift that knee up, flex the foot. And release. Lower down to the floor. Come to a seat. What? We didn't even sit today. That was our first bunch of down dogs, and now we're sitting for the first time. All right, everybody, grab the wrist and squeeze, and then walk up your forearm to the elbow, squeeze all the way back down. When you get back to the wrist, I want you to squeeze your fist and spread. Squeeze and spread and shake it out. Same thing, other side, grab and squeeze. And then squeeze and squeeze all the way down to your down to your elbow. And squeeze all the way back. Get back to the wrist, give it a good squeeze and curl and stretch the hands. One more. And release. Ooh, all that. Interlace, press out. Drop the shoulders. Take the arms up. Big, deep breath here. And take them back. Turn the palms in and try to pull the fingers apart. And release. Good. Hopefully that feels a little bit better. Good. Straight, not all the way straight, but take the legs out in front of you and dig into the heels. Take the arms out, roll the shoulders back, pull the heels in isometrically. Boat pose, everybody. Little variation's going to happen here. So this is one, or here is one, right? So that is your first. You feel your belly. It's already working. Good. Lift one heel. Hold. Dig the other heel in and toward the glute. And lower. Dig the other. And lower. Lift the chest. Take the arms up. This makes it harder. You've just taken all that weight away from the center line of the body. Take the arms to cactus. Take the elbows in front of you. Elbow to opposite knee. Try to keep the torso relatively, you're doing twists here, but don't kind of round forward. Don't worry if you can't touch your knee to your elbow, just twist. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you saying that with me? Oh, yeah. Woo-hoo. Good. Come on. We got this. Let's do 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Good. You can even tuck the head if your neck is okay with that. Just let all that stretch out. And come on up. Flex the feet, dig in. Arms out. Lift both feet if you can. Cross your ankles. Push the ankles away from each other so that we now engage those outer hips again. Big deep breath, everybody. Arms up. Careful. Don't roll back. Woo. Find your breath. Take it center. Reach over your left. Reach over your right. Just one more both ways. Reach and reach. Woo, and let go. I know it's one of those days. Oh, gosh. All right, last one, and then we will stretch all this out, okay? So, last one here. You can do any of the things we just did with boat, or you can come into figure 4. We'll come back to this. So if you go, I'm not doing this in boat, but I want to do it. We're going to come back to it. So do your boat, whatever your boat is, one more time. Lean back, lift the chest, reach out, see if you can lift the heel. Breathe, right? So we've changed our balance. We've taken one leg out of alignment. So we have to work harder here. Push your ankle into your knee into ankle, and let go. Holy moly. I know. And switch sides, and then we're done with this, I promise. Just dig in, lean back. Already we've got core. If you can, lift and lengthen. I know. This one is really challenging. So much fun. And lower. Well done, everybody. Woo! All right. While you're still seated, just lean back. Okay. Don't even hold the feet or anything. Lean back. It makes Baddha Konasana more accessible. Just let those legs relax. You can even wiggle. Just don't over bounce and don't force any kind of a push down. Just let them relax. And then cross your ankles if you normally can sit cross-legged or take the legs out in front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, one hand down, stretch it out. Reach over your knee. Inhale it up, diagonally it back, and take the other arm up. Stretch out all that work. Good, take it up. Exhale, hand down, reach over. Good, take the arms forward. Reach it up and back diagonally, and take the other arm up. Stretch. And release. Come on down to the floor. You can have blocks nearby. All the way down. In fact, let's do a little yummy part of Shavasana. So if you have your blanket, go ahead and open it up so that it's long, like that. And lay it across your mat where you're going to lay on it. Just cause, this is, we should always kind of do yummy and take care of ourselves and do just one little extra thing like cozy socks or something. But particularly this time of year, I think we need that little extra, I love you stuff, like you love yourself stuff. All right. And then have your blocks near you if you want them. Come all the way down to your back. First, just pause. We've done a lot of work with the hips and the glutes. You may or may not be feeling a little lower back chatter. So pelvic tilts and tucks here. And then find neutral, right knee to chest, nothing else happening. You straighten the right leg down to the floor and then bring it back. So all we're doing is loosening up a bunch of muscles we work the heck out of. Just let it relax on the floor, bring it back to your chest, relax to the floor. Last one, up and back to the floor. And then bend that knee, that foot comes to the floor, left knee comes in and straightens fully. In and fully. Yep, don't make it anything more than it is. Just let it come in and straighten. Good, maybe one more. That foot comes to the floor, your right knee comes back to your chest, hands go behind the right knee, straighten the left leg. Relax both feet. Big deep breath. Back of the neck is long. Just let the hips stretch out. And switch sides. And just breathe. Bring your right knee to your chest. Let the knees go over to the right. And just come into a really soft twist here. Bring both knees to center and let them roll to the other side. And back to center. So your blocks, if you want them, are just going to go down, kind of under the knees or under the thighs. But with your blanket, just take one edge of your blanket and bring it as much across the hips and belly as it will go. Hold that spot and grab your other one, and as tight as you can, wrap it around, and then maybe just like tuck a corner under so that the blanket stays, even if it's not wrapped all the way around. Your blanket's not that long, just so you can kind of tuck. It's like tucking one end in so that the blanket stays and you feel like, get a little snuggle happening there. And then close the eyes. Allow the arms to come down to your sides. Allow your breath to come back to you. Relax your forehead and the sockets of your eyes and your jaw. And relax your shoulders and your chest and your belly. Feel your right leg fully relax. And your left leg. Feel the stress leave between the eyebrows. Allow the light to come in and any stress to leave.
Soften even more. Those of you who are ready, just start to move your body. And as you're ready, bend the knees and place your feet on the floor. Just pause there for a moment. And as you're ready, start to, you have to loosen your blanket, but bring your knees to your chest. And just hold here, rock side to side. Allow the knees to roll to one side. And then ever so slowly come on up. I know that was a good shavasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Bow to your own inner strength, your wisdom, your compassion, your love. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thanks for coming to class, everybody.